Hello viewers, welcome to my Doctor Who themed YouTube channel, Who Ventures. This is my first thoughts video for the episode The Hungry Earth. Didn't really make many notes this week because I thought it was quite a calm episode. To me it felt like a calm episode and it didn't feel like it was a standalone episode because it's first part of a two-parter. But I think it does feel like the first part of the story, so I don't think it's very good at standing alone as its own episode. But it is relatively enjoyable, but I wouldn't say it was amazing. I thought it was interesting when they felt the Doctor saw the future then. I thought perhaps they're not just like waving at them just for fun, perhaps they're warning them maybe. Then I liked it when the Doctor ate some of the grass, then spat it out. To be honest, I didn't really miss Amy much in this episode. I thought the Doctor worked really well with all the other characters, so she's good, but I didn't really miss her in this episode, because it shows again how wonderful Matt Smith is at acting with children. He really brought the magic of Doctor Who and the magicalness of him being the Doctor, and he was acting with the little lad. Karen was good at pretending the moving bits when she could see in her face that she was giving up when she was being sucked through the hole into the ground back. They had a bit on Confidential where it showed what they had to edit out, and there was a big conversation between the Doctor and Amy all about Rory and that, and I would have actually preferred if they'd left that in. They said if they left it in they would have had to have the Silurians appearing at the very last few minutes of the episode, and actually I think that would possibly, to me, it would have made a better episode, because it would have made it more poignant when Amy got sort of eaten by the Earth, because they've had all that conversation about Rory, and it would have made the tension of the episode more, because the more tense the things coming up, then you could either cut it off just before they reach the top and then go to the next episode, or just have them bursting through. I thought that would have made a better episode. I would have liked the conversation more, really. I thought Mira Sayal was great in this episode, because she's like, you could see the contrast when she got to do a little companion bit in the TARDIS. See the contrast between her and Karen, whereas Karen, there's a lot of eye acting and a lot of quite tense a lot of the time because of her characters. But you could see Mira Sayal was just totally natural, just made it a lot more. In those few minutes she was in the TARDIS, it made it a lot more enjoyable, a lot more calm to be in the TARDIS with, and I thought she naturally got along really well with the Doctor, especially when she pinged his braces. I thought that's just a really nice moment. And I thought Rory was quite good in this. He's still a bit bumbling, but he's brave and massive. That's good. I thought there's an ideal t-shirt slogan of "Don't diss the Sonic." I liked when the Doctor wore them sort of heat sensing sunglasses, which are pretty cool. Now in the Confidential they said they did the Silurians so you could see the actors' eyes and stuff, because it made it easier to see like the way individual Silurians like how they feel and stuff, but that might be more evident in next week's, because actually that took me out of the moment really, because like as soon as you saw the actresses' eyes, I just thought it just made it more obvious that it's just an actress or an extra. She wasn't really an extra, it's probably actress just in makeup. So I think it would have been better if they'd left them, the masks had been the face, because that was more alien to me. Because as soon as the mask came off, it's like, oh, just an actress, isn't it? So I didn't think that worked very well. I thought the alien, the Silurian, being called Alea, and she's been captured, is taken hostage by the aliens. What's a Star Wars reference? Total Star Wars reference for when they found the city underground that just looked like so Star Wars. So I'm not sure who the Star Wars fan is on the team, but it's getting a bit too much now. It's getting not very original, really. Like Star Wars this, Star Wars that. So I thought it was a nice moment when the guy, when the diggers were coming up and kissed it and said like he didn't know, and she kissed him back. I thought it was quite sweet, if a little cliched, but it was sweet though. That the little lad was quite funny, little bit of a little geek. But yeah, I feel like he worked really well with Matt. See, there wasn't really much. They also said there wasn't really much to this episode, I don't think. They also said in Confidential they were going to have this big machine coming up through the ground, and I thought that would have actually been cool if they'd left that in, if they had actually done that. So I think it would have made it more exciting as a standalone episode, but as it is, it just feels like a first party. It's like pleasant to watch, but it wasn't really anything special to me personally, really. But next week's looks a lot more interesting, a lot more exciting. So yeah, that's what I've got to say about this week's episode. I would rate it about a 7 out of 10 because it was good to watch and Matt was excellent in it. And Mira Sayel was like really just, it's not like she wasn't even trying to act, she's just being just natural, and it's really nice to watch. But I'd give it a 7 out of 10 because I don't think it stands up alone as an episode. It's more like a classic Who when you have to follow it over the story. I enjoyed on Confidential seeing all the elements that go into an episode. I thought that was interesting. I especially enjoyed seeing how they do the audio description because I think that looks like it would be fun to do. And perhaps we'll see a bit more about how they did this actual episode and story next week, but it's interesting the bit that it did show about this story. But it was interesting seeing how they do all the different elements like the sound and sound effects and audio description, how it all goes together to make one episode. So yeah, it's a good Confidential as well. So yeah, 7 out of 10. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.